And now, marine weather around Alaska.
And coastal water forecast here for the south coast of the Panhandle here. Not too bad. South to southwest winds 10 to 15 knots on the north coast. East southeast a little stronger, 20 to 25. And for the inside waters, at least central northern areas, southeast winds at 15 knots. Southeast at about 20 for Clarence Strait. And then pretty light winds in store for Saturday here for the inside waters, mostly south, 10 to 15 knots, except for Clarence Strait, more of a northwest direction there. Here for the south coast, west-northwest, 10 to 15 knots, and variable at 10 to 15 for the north coast. Light northeast breeze for Prince William Sound tomorrow, as well as northern Cook Inlet. Northwest, 10 for southern Cook Inlet, variable winds, light and variable winds, Kamishak Bay. Northeast winds 15 knots for the Barren Islands and the North Gulf Coast. And for the day Saturday, North Gulf Coast, east wind at about 15 knots, seas 5 feet. East at 10 for Prince William Sound, 2-foot seas. South at 10 for Cook Inlet, south 15 for the Barren Islands and Kamishak Bay. And for Kodiak Island, westerly breezes at 15 to 20 knots for Friday. Southeast 15 for the Bristol Bay area. Southwest 15 to 20 knots for the Alaska Peninsula. And then light variable winds here for the Alaska Peninsula and Bristol Bay at 10 knots for Saturday. Light winds also for the first day of the weekend for Kodiak Island at about 15 knots or so. Seas 3 to maybe 6 feet. And for the Fox Islands tomorrow, west-southwest 15 to 20 knots. Light variable winds for Adak, Atka, Amchitka Island. Out Kiska to Shimia, north winds 15 to 20 knots. And then for the day Saturday, from Shimia to Kiska, small craft advisories with that next front, 25 knot winds there out of the south. Otherwise, light variable winds for Adak and Atka, Unalaska Island. In fact, all of the central and eastern Aleutians will be looking at light variable winds for Saturday. And for the southwest coast here, we've got north to south, or actually for the Yukon Delta coast, north at 15, northeast 15, Norton Sound, St. Lawrence Island, north at 10. And for the Pribilof Islands, northwest at 15, southeast 15 here south of Nunivak Island. And then for Saturday, light variable winds out over the Bering Sea, 10 knots, Pribilofs and St. Matthew Island. Pretty light variable winds here for the southwest coast as well, 5 to 10 knots, and westerlies at 10 to 15 knots for St. Lawrence Island and Norton Sound. Up along the Arctic coast on the east side here, east winds 15 to 30 knots, but only 10 knots on the central coast, and only 5 knots on the west side. And for the Chukchi Sea, north to northeast winds at 10 to 15 knots. Then for Saturday, north to west wind at 5 to 10 knots for the Chukchi Sea, western Arctic coast, northeast 10 to 20, northeast at 5 for the central coast, and variable winds 5 to 15 knots for the eastern Beaufort Sea coastline.